In the realm where shadows dance and ancient whispers echo, there existed a forgotten melody so enchanting that it could unravel the very fabric of reality. This was no ordinary tune, but a sonic treasure known as the Treasure of the Lost Sounds. And its power was such that if anyone were to hear it, they would be forever changed. Now, the legend of this auditory marvel had been passed down through generations by word of mouth, its existence existing in myths and folklore. Many had searched for it, but none had ever truly found it. That is until one fateful day when our story began. Our protagonist's name was Lyra, a young woman whose life was as ordinary as the sunrise. She lived in a quaint cottage nestled amidst rolling hills, far from the prying eyes of the world. Her days were spent weaving baskets from reeds she gathered by the whispering river that flowed at the edge of her property. The river was her solace, its gentle murmurs a constant companion. But lately, the river's song had taken on a haunting tone, its whispers now laced with an unsettling undercurrent of fear. As Lyra sat by the river one day, attempting to decipher the river's cryptic messages, a lone figure emerged from the mist. His appearance was as enigmatic as the melody that had led her to him. Attired in robes that flowed like the river itself, his face was etched with wisdom beyond his years, his eyes twinkling with an otherworldly light. He introduced himself as a guardian of ancient lore, a keeper of tales so old they echoed through time itself. Drawn to his enigmatic aura, Lyra found herself confiding in him, sharing the river's cryptic whispers that had captured her curiosity. In response, the enigmatic stranger unveiled a secret that had lain dormant for centuries. He spoke of the Treasure of the Lost Sounds, an ethereal melody hidden within the heart of the whispering river, guarded by secrets and shrouded in mystery. This auditory enigma, he revealed, held the power to heal the land and its people, to mend broken hearts and restore balance to the world. Lyra, her spirit ignited by a newfound purpose, decided to embark on a quest to find the Treasure of the Lost Sounds. With the cryptic guidance of the robed man, she set out along the river, her journey mirroring the tune's elusive nature. The path was fraught with challenges, each twist and turn testing her resolve. Their first trial came in the form of a dense, shadowy forest that loomed over the river like a protective mother. The trees whispered secrets in a language Lyra couldn't understand, their branches forming a thick canopy that blotted out the sun. As Lyra ventured deeper, the air grew heavy with an oppressive silence, amplifying the beating of her own heart. Suddenly, a low growl echoed through the woods, sending shivers down her spine. From the shadows emerged a wolf, its eyes gleaming with primal intensity. It lunged not to attack, but to block her path, its gaze unwavering. In that moment, Lyra understood. The wolf wasn't a threat, but a test. With a deep breath, she began to hum a calming tune, a lullaby her mother used to sing. Slowly, the wolf's posture relaxed and it stepped aside, allowing her passage. Emerging from the forest, Lyra found herself in a sun-drenched meadow, the river now sparkling with renewed vigor. Before her lay a stone archway adorned with intricate carvings. As she walked through, the landscape transformed into a desolate wasteland, the river reduced to a trickle. A sense of foreboding settled upon her as she realized the melody's power could also bring ruin. The ground trembled, and from the dust rose a towering figure, a manifestation of the river's pain. Its voice, a cracked and mournful sound, echoed the despair of a melody lost. In that moment of despair, Lyra remembered the wolf's unyielding gaze, the silent strength that had finally yielded to her song. Drawing upon that memory, she stood tall, meeting the creature's sorrowful gaze with quiet determination. Closing her eyes, she began to sing, not a lullaby this time, but a song of resilience, of hope rising from the ashes of despair. Her voice, though trembling, carried the unwavering belief in the melody's healing power. As her song filled the wasteland, cracks appeared in the creature's form. With each note, it wavered, its mournful cries gradually replaced by Lyra's resolute melody. And then, as suddenly as it had risen, the creature crumbled, dissolving into the arid landscape. As the last of its form faded, the river surged back to life, flowing with renewed vigor. The melody, once trapped within the creature, was set free, echoing across the rejuvenated land. At the heart of the revitalized landscape stood a shimmering pool, the source of the whispering river. And there, nestled amidst the aquatic flora, lay a seashell of otherworldly beauty. Its surface shimmered with iridescent hues, and upon closer inspection, intricate musical notes were seen dancing across its curves. This, Lyra knew, was the treasure of the lost sounds, the very essence of the river's song made manifest. As she reached out to touch it, the shell resonated, filling the air with a melody so harmonious it seemed to mend the very soul of the river. The tune flowed through Lyra, aligning her spirit with the melody's healing rhythm. It was a song of restoration, of balance, a composition so profound it resonated with the universal language of nature. In that moment of profound connection, Lyra understood the true purpose of the treasure of the lost sounds. It wasn't merely a relic of the past or a source of personal gain. It was a living, breathing testament to the harmony that existed between all living beings. The melody, once freed, continued to resonate throughout the land, its harmonious tune weaving through the trees, over the hills, and across the rejuvenated river. It became the anthem of the valley, a sonic beacon of healing that touched every living thing. Word spread far and wide of the valley's revitalization, drawing people from distant lands who came to bathe in the melody's healing embrace. The treasure of the lost sounds, once thought to be nothing more than a legend, became a tangible reality, a living embodiment of hope and restoration. As the years rolled on, Lyra continued to live in the valley, her life forever altered by the discovery of the treasure of the lost sounds. She spent her days tending to her garden, her laughter echoing with the joy of a life restored. The melody's healing touch extended to her as well, mending a broken spirit and filling her days with purpose. One evening, as the sun cast long shadows across the valley, Lyra sat by the river, the treasure of the lost sounds resting in her lap. The melody, sensing her presence, whispered stories of its journey through time, of the countless lives it had touched, and the harmonies yet to be discovered. As the stars twinkled above, Lyra realized that the real treasure wasn't the shell itself, but the melody it contained, a timeless treasure that resided not just in the depths of the river, but in the hearts of all who heard it. And so the tale of Lyra and the treasure of the lost sounds became a part of the river's song, a testament to the enduring power of music and the transformative journey of one ordinary girl who dared to follow the melody. The treasure of the lost sounds continued to echo through the ages, a reminder that even in the darkest of times, the faintest glimmer of hope could lead to the most extraordinary discoveries.